the Muskegon Channel. It's Andy O'Reilly, and I am down at the Emergency Command Center at the Muskegon County Sheriff's Office today. And you know Rachel McCoy, one of our favorite guests all time. You're like racking up some serious time here on everything we do.
I know, you should just start paying me already.
I've tried. I've tried. Don't say I haven't.
This is true.
We're trying to get her to come work for us, but this Mercy Health thing she's got going on, and the health project seems to be where her heart lies, and with good reason, because the work they do is really incredible, and their sponsorship for us is certainly a big honor and a great thing to have on board. And it's time to talk about medication disposal once again, which is a big deal in Muskegon.
It is.
And this is like the third or fourth time we've talked about this, and these events keep happening.
It's a big deal. It needs to happen.
The reason they keep happening is because there's enough of these medications out there that we can do these a couple times a year and still haul in a lot of outdated meds, stuff they didn't use, all that kind of stuff. Let's talk about the date first.
Yeah, so the date of the event is Saturday, April 28th, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Norton Shores Fire Department, located on Honolulu Road. Yep. So you can come there, and basically what you'll expect is you don't even have to get out of your car. Like, we're totally expecting a lot from you guys. It's a drive-through style. You come up, you go through a drive-through, you'll be handed a survey. Yep. The survey is just to really gauge on where people are coming from, zip code, what's the purpose, why are you, what is your, what's the purpose of you taking back these old medications or expired medications, and that's what we really look for when we have this survey. And then once you have the survey filled out, it's about an 8 or 9 question survey, you hand us the medication. And then we have a team of pharmacists who are standing by, and they go through the medications. They're not looking at your address. This is completely confidential. And they're sorting the medications based on controlled and non-controlled substances. Sure. So that's where we really find our data of what is actually being taken back in Muskegon County. And throughout the course of the many years that we've been doing this, we've so far collected over 15 tons of expired and unused medication.
And we're talking about tiny little pills.
Tiny little pills, yep.
15 tons of tiny little pills. Yep. And this whole thing, like this opioid crisis that seems to be popping up, that's pretty substantial proof that it's real.
Yes, and that's another reason why we do these take-back events, is to really reduce the access to people having access or knowledge of these medications in homes, in businesses, etc. So if you have a unused bottle of an opioid medication or Adderall, something that's very highly addictive, and people know that a loved one of yours has passed away, it's just sitting there, like, that increases your chances of break-ins and crime, and then people getting their hands on that and selling that on the street. So we're really trying to reduce access to opiates and other really addictive drugs as well.
A lot of stuff out there. One of the things I want to touch on, too, is the anonymity factor of this. There are no questions asked.
Sure.
I mean, the police department's involved because you go through the fire department, and there's any time you involve the police, I mean, there's always that, oh no, the police, but that's not the case here at all. I mean, they're not looking for you turning in the pills and going, where'd you get these and why do you have them and all that other kind of stuff. This is no questions asked. This is a great way to get them out of the house, keep them away from your kids, keep them away from your kids' friends who may be over, keep them out of the, like you said, reduce that risk of these things getting into the wrong hands and doing some damage.
Absolutely, and you're right, Andy. It is definitely confidential. Even when you drop off your unused and expired medications at any of our drop-off location sites, we have them located at Mercy Health pharmacies, and then also at all law enforcement agency offices as well. So it's no questions asked. It's basically a drop box. You just put them in the drop box, close the lid, and then you walk out the door. Boom, done. Easy as that.
9 to 1 on Saturday, April 28th at the Norton Shores Fire Department. It's a great way to help get this stuff off the street. I was taught, and it was a story we did a couple of weeks ago, and I can't really remember which story it was. I'm sure it was through you guys, but somebody was telling me the amount of opiate prescriptions that are out on the street right now in Muskegon. Is it something like 4 pills for every person?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Isn't that unbelievable?
Yeah, in Muskegon we have a very high prescribing rate, which we have a coalition, the Opiate Task Force, who's working on reducing those rates and working with physician offices and really providing that education factor on how much they should be prescribing, et cetera, and lessening the prescription amount. So instead of prescribing a 90-day prescription of an opiate, now we're taking it back to maybe just 10 days.
Yeah.
How much do you really need that opiate, and how long do you really need to take that opiate for?
And you know, for people that do need them, I mean, people that are just coming off of surgery or something like that, okay, great. Sure. But it's to mitigate that long-term addiction of these things. And I'm telling you, I've used them in the past. I hate them. I think they're an awful, terrible gateway to a lot bigger problems and things like that. So if they're sitting around a house and you've got nothing to do with them, April 28th is the time to get rid of these things. No questions asked. It's through the Health Project at Mercy Health and our law enforcement departments around town. Great way to do it. Is there going to be donuts and coffee or any of that kind of stuff?
I mean, for us,
well, yeah, of
we'll
course.
be doing the majority of the work.
And you know I'm going to show up if there's going to be donuts and coffee.
But we will be having dog treats and dog bones for those who bring your dogs along. So we want to see your pets.
She wants the dog. That's all there is to that.
I just do it to see the pets. I mean, that's really what it is.
You also take sharps at this thing too.
And so with the sharps, we actually also provide you, if you hand me a bottle of sharps, which by the way have to be in a closed container.
Right.
Some people use, old sharp containers or even a closed laundry tub.
Yep, like a laundry soap thing?
Yeah, laundry soap tub. Just closed, concealed. We accept those, and then we'll actually give you a sharp container that we have from the hospital, so you have a safe place to dispose of your, used and unwanted sharps also. So
great way to get rid of your stuff.
Yeah. So other than that, you can check us out on www.mamdp.org.
Okay.
And there you'll see all the data and statistics of how much we've collected and from where, and then also you'll be able to see our video that was produced by Rebel Marketing. They did an awesome job. And then also just stats and who we are and what we're about and our past and our data. So.
We'll link it up right here.
Yeah,
Rachel
awesome.
McCoy.
All right.
April 28th, 9 to 1 at the Norton Shores Fire Department. Get rid of those unwanted, unused, and outdated meds and all your sharps and all that kind of stuff. No questions asked. Always good to see you.
Nice to see you too, Andy.
Get rid of those stuff. Get rid of that stuff. Be gone with it and be done with it with the Health Project and our law enforcement community here in Muskegon.